The President of the United States. Most powerful person in the world? Presented by Citizen U. Who is our President? Our President is made up of the entire executive branch. Oftentimes, this is called the administration. Of course, there is one person at the top, named President. But do not forget about the White House office, the Executive Office, the President's Cabinet, made up of the executive departments, each headed by a secretary. Independent agencies, in total, over 4 million Americans work for the President. What can we say about the Executive Office? We know it's ruled by the Rule of Propinquity. The closer you are to power, the more power you have. The Executive Office is made up of the White House office, headed up by the President's Chief of Staff. There you will also find National Security Staff, the Office of Management and Budget, economic advisors. The Executive Office oversees policy and political agendas. Here, the President's most loyal and faithful workers can be found, most taken from the campaign. But what about the President's Cabinet? All those executive departments, less important to the President. Executive Department secretaries oftentimes defend their own agency. This means their loyalty is divided. So how powerful is the President? What does the Constitution say? Remember, the framers feared monarchy as much as anarchy. The formal powers of President, not impressive. The Constitution grants the President the following powers: Commander-in-Chief, convene special sessions of Congress, commission officers, receive ambassadors, appoint judges, faithfully execute the laws. A powerful President? Let's reconsider. Most political scientists argue the President's real powers are his informal powers. Presidential power found in politics and public opinion. The President is most powerful when he can bargain with Congress. The President is most powerful when he can mobilize public opinion. We call this institutionalized power. The President is powerful regardless of his personality. His institutionalized power is derived from the office itself. Let's look at presidential roles and assess how powerful each make the President. Those presidential roles are Chief Executive, Commander-in-Chief, Chief Legislator, Chief Diplomat, Chief of Party, and Chief of State. Let's look at Chief Executive. As Chief Executive, Presidents can give executive orders. This allows the President to act unilaterally with the force of law. The President can also issue executive agreements. These have the force of foreign policy treaties, yet without the need of the Senate. Also, Presidents have executive privilege. This means they can hold certain meetings in private, keep secrets. The Supreme Court has recognized the constitutionality of such privileges. In the case U.S. v. Nixon, however, the court ruled that executive privilege is not absolute. The President as Chief Executive. Powerful? How about President as Commander-in-Chief? We know the President can send troops anywhere around the world at any time. But remember, Congress declares war. Congress controls the budget. Congress passed the War Powers Act, limiting how long presidents can send troops, typically 60 days, before the president must ask for permission from Congress. Commander-in-Chief. Powerful? Chief Legislator. The President of the United States proposes the budget each year. Oftentimes, it comes in a State of the Union address. The Congress has passed the Budget Impoundment Act. This limits how the President deals with the budget once it's passed. We know the President has the power of veto. Less than 4% of presidential vetoes have been overridden. We also know the President has what's called signing statements. When he signs a bill into law, he often negotiates which provisions of the bill he will or will not enforce. Chief Legislator. Powerful? Chief Diplomat. The President of the United States has the power to travel the world to negotiate treaties and make agreements with foreign lands. Powerful? How about President as Chief of Party? It's been called the permanent campaign, that the President blurs the line between politicking and governing. The 22nd Amendment, however, limits the President to 2 terms. How about the President's access to media? Did I say media? To the Udia. Public opinion makes the President extremely powerful. However, often public opinion goes against the President. In fact, most presidents' popularity declines the longer they are in office. Powerful? Chief of State. The President serves as the symbolic embodiment of the United States, attending functions of state, state funerals, state weddings, inviting Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts to the White House, meeting with professional athletes and championship teams. Does this make the President powerful? Is the President the most powerful person in the world, or a pitiful, helpless giant? Let's take another look at assessing presidential power. Economic crisis, oftentimes outside of the President's control, but can dictate the agenda of a frustrated President. How about an unpopular war? Let's look at a few of the past presidents. Bill Clinton. Powerful? George W. Bush. Powerful? Barack Obama. Powerful? The President of the United States. The most powerful person in the world? Presented by Citizen U.